Hey, I'm Myth America, and we're going to talk about the 8 common myths of hypnosis. So, the first myth that is very common is a lot of people think that hypnosis is some type of magical power, and it's actually accepted by the American Medical Association since 1958 as a science. So, there's nothing actually supernatural or magical about hypnosis. And the fear people have of hypnosis is usually because of their lack of knowledge on what exactly hypnosis and the hypnotic state is all about, fear of the unknown, or even a historical prejudice. The second myth, only weak willed and unintelligent people can be hypnotized. Now, in truth, the exact opposite is the truth. The stronger the will, the more intelligent, the easier it is for a subject to enter into the state that they need to be in. It's somewhat of like a trance kind of state. Everyone goes into and out of the trance state many times a day. We actually can do that when we're watching television, daydreaming, even working at a computer. And it's just an altered state of thinking, different kind of consciousness. So even when you become so absorbed that you lose track of time, I've done it where I space out and I just keep driving. Our minds are on something else and we kind of go into autopilot. We're still aware of our surroundings to an extent. Depends on how deep into the state you get. Working, reading, time circumstances, the competence of the hypnotist will vary on how deep somebody gets into hypnosis. And the ability to be hypnotized or even hypnotize yourself is a skill. Some people will have it naturally, like sometimes a child prodigy in music, and some need to practice in order to develop this skill. I know when I act, I go into a different state that I don't know how I say my lines, but I do, and I say it at the right time. It's a different feeling that you get. So the third myth is a subject can enter a hypnotic trance and be stuck, that they won't be able to awaken out of it. This is impossible to the utmost. If you understand what the concept of hypnosis is, you'll understand why. So by believing that somebody's going to get stuck forever watching television, that they can't snap out of it, that they will stay in that altered state is not going to happen. Even if the hypnotist were to walk away or even die in the middle of a show, the subjects would either snap out of it instantly or they would just drift off into a normal sleep and it'll reset them. And the fourth myth is people who are hypnotized can be made to do anything, even if it's against their will. This is a very common myth, and it's just simply untrue. There's been countless studies that have shown that participants will only act in a way that is what is in line with their values and their morals. People will only do, even on stage, what they would normally do, given the right circumstances. So we do have to realize that people can be manipulated, lied to, or coerced into doing things against their morals or values, but you don't need hypnosis to do that. That happens in everyday life. So, if you have a trustworthy hypnotist, where they're not going to manipulate, but it also goes into your core values and your boundaries. So myth number 5, that hypnosis will cause you to reveal your deepest, darkest hidden secrets. And this is a very big fear that a lot of people have. And sometimes people won't want to be in a show. And it's not some type of truth drug that somehow will break down the will of the subject. So if the person doesn't want to tell a secret, they're not going to tell a secret. And that's just how it is. I know I went into it like a hypnotic state, but I snapped out of it. I was able to bring myself out. I was trying to remember when I caught on fire. I'm a burn victim. And it started, I felt like I was going down this tunnel and I saw the white light on the other side. So you can even bring yourself out of the hypnotic state if it feels it's going to be too overwhelming, and me experiencing the burn would have been too much. And your body will protect you that way too. Myth number 6, when you are in a trance, you are unaware of everything. So the word trance can be confusing. Based on the dictionary definition, the trance can range from a state of absorption to a stunned condition, even a stupor, no matter, you know, which definition you use, since there are different variations, it can lead people to being confused. But you are aware of your surroundings to the extent of like when you're zoning out. If you hear a loud noise, you're going to snap back to reality. Different people have different reactions to being in the trance state. Some will feel a heaviness, others will feel a lightness. Some people will get a tingling sort of sensation, and some just feel nothing. It just depends on the person. The most important thing that we need to remember is, in a trance state, you are aware of everything. In fact, your senses are actually heightened and your awareness is at its peak. So the seventh myth is that hypnosis can cure anything. And unfortunately, it doesn't cure anything. It's the state of hypnosis where the real stuff happens. So with hypnosis, you can tap into your own power, and that helps you heal, to manage pain. It can increase your creativity or your athletic ability. It is able to eliminate negative habits. A lot of people use it for smoking cessation or weight loss. So hypnosis is one of the most underutilized and powerful tools that we have for our personal development. And it can also increase your emotional and physical well-being. Then the last eighth myth that I'm talking about today is that hypnosis is dangerous and should only be used by specially trained physicians. It's not medicine. It's a tool of communication. Physicians practice medicine, and a hypnotist will practice hypnosis. Many physicians believe they've embraced hypnosis, and they find it successful many times in pain control. Psychiatrists often use hypnosis in combination with psychotherapy. So I made this video. I have several channels, but I have Myth America, Cynthia, and then I also have a Soul Survivor, where we're bringing awareness to mental health. And there's certain steps that we can do, whether it's self-hypnosis or somebody certified or skilled in hypnosis, that we do have some control over our thoughts. And sometimes being hypnotized can kind of give us a good start. So please check the description below. I will link my other channel if you would like to subscribe to that. So if you want to hear about myths, join Myth America Cynthia. And if you need some help with some mental health issues, I have a Soul Survivor where we have live chats and discuss things. So thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, share with others if it was helpful. I'll see you soon.